Just do it is the most famous brand slogan in world history. What are the two unspoken words that precede just do it? Don't think. Don't think, just do it. And out of the top 20 best-selling nonfiction books in world history, 3 advocate the law of attraction, the belief that anyone can become their idealized self by believing they already are. That's all it takes. Believe you're your idealized self even though you aren't. Those two messages, when compounded, perfectly encapsulate global corporations' intent for the world. Don't think, just do it. Believe you're someone you're not. In other words, believe you're wealthy and skinny, which is always the idealized self that law of attraction books project onto their readers. It's because of global marketers' ubiquitous message to not think and believe we're someone we're not that investing in knowing who we are is so important. I'm sure the law of attraction is helpful to many talented people afraid of taking the next step. Unfortunately, I lacked the talent to belong to that group. Instead, adopting the law of attraction eventually frustrates me when I don't experience the success I feel my idealized self deserves. My frustration turns to anger that grows into an anger problem. When I hide my anger in public, it reflects at home as marriage conflict. I think gender equity training is great for my team, but I personally don't need it. I immediately think he needs gender training more than his team. Why? His behavior, namely his remark that he doesn't need gender training, reflects closed-mindedness, indicating he needs gender training. His belief that he doesn't need gender training is unsupported by his behavior. That's the nature of our bias blind spots. Others can see our biases through our behaviors even though we can't because of our beliefs. Behavior trumps belief. Like my behavior, reflected in the anger I express at home, trumps my belief in my idealized self, which my angry behavior tells me I am not. A key truth about self-knowledge that brainstorming your options and their likely outcomes reveals is that you must seek feedback on your bias blind spots from others. Just try projecting the outcome of asking yourself whether you have bias blind spots. Your answer is going to be no. That's why they're called blind spots. You're blind to them, but others aren't, and that's why you have to seek feedback from others about them. And the more you're convinced you don't need help from others to explore your biases, the more your biases are likely to become ingrained and problematic. Who can we call upon to help us learn about our biases? Friends and family can be a good resource, especially if they're the type that you feel comfortable asking, or the type that tell you about yourself without asking, like my friends do when making fun of me. Maybe you'd feel more comfortable talking to a counselor than friends to explore inner emotions. That's especially helpful if your emotions are rooted in childhood experiences. And don't forget to be open-minded about performance evaluations at work. Personally, I find them to be helpful not just professionally, but also personally. As for broadly available resources on the internet, like personality tests and values assessments, I find them helpful, but beware their usually self-reported nature. And while you can't depend solely on yourself to diagnose your biases, you do want to introspect to explore them. I find paying attention to the thoughts that interrupt my meditation offers insight into myself I otherwise wouldn't notice. Like when I observe my breath after an argument with my wife. My anger interrupts my focus so frequently. My breath as the object of my attention is replaced by my anger that demands my attention, commands my attention. I feel wrath. And in that hyperconscious state my mind enters while meditating, I become wrath. No more can I deny I have an anger problem. Maybe that's why so few people are interested in exploring self-knowledge and what their behaviors may reflect about their biases. Are they afraid of what their biases are hiding? Or are people skeptical whether uncovering their biases will benefit them? Personally, I found that improving self-knowledge required time, but the benefits literally changed my life. Knowing myself helps me navigate criticism with both an open mind and my self-esteem intact. Knowing myself endows my truths with power by emboldening me to speak them. And knowing myself gives me protection from culture telling me who to be. My name is Rob Katsuno, originator of the Direct Your Mind system for moving your life forward. To learn about the 4 key decision-making steps, please click here. If you'd like to hear the origin story of the Direct Your Mind system, click there. And please click subscribe now before you forget.